Good evening, everybody. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero with this next weekend outlook forecast. Now, we had a pretty nice past couple of days. Around 80 degrees, the sun was out a lot. There wasn't a lot of rain. Is that the trend that's going to continue into the weekend? Well, stick around throughout the video and we'll talk about that. So, the rest of tonight is actually not going to be terrible. We will be seeing a little bit more cloud cover. Now, as of this recording, it is about 71 degrees right now, and that's roughly 10 degrees drop from the peak today with the high temperatures. Now, what we're seeing here, I'm going to switch to my computer screen, and this is the radar at the moment. So we do see this counterclockwise rotation, and this is a typical low pressure system in the northern hemisphere. But what's interesting when you look at this, you see a lot of movement here, especially going Georgia into South Carolina, but when you look at the northern part, it almost looks like there's a wall that it's just hitting, and that wall is the high pressure system. And when we look at the satellite radar as well, we can see this counterclockwise rotation in this area here. And these clouds that look like they're almost moving clockwise. Divergent flow aloft, it's called. When you have low pressure, and you kind of see this in strong hurricanes too, but it just happens to be a more scattered system here. But what happens is you have convergence at the low pressure, is all the air is trying to force its way to that low pressure center and upward. And when it goes upward, you have that divergent flow aloft, meaning all that area that there's high pressure in the upper atmosphere when there's low pressure at the surface. And you're kind of seeing that here. With this low pressure system, we're seeing this kind of divergent flow aloft. But if we also look, it almost seems like there's a shield here. Right over New York, like right at that New York-Pennsylvania border. It almost looks like that shield. And what that's from is a high pressure. Now let's take a look at the Weather Prediction Center here. And this right here is the high pressure that we are seeing. This is kind of blocking. It's kind of like it's a blocking pattern that it's preventing this low pressure from actually moving up. Now, specifically, this is called a Rex block, when you have a high pressure to the north and a low pressure to the south. So remember, we have counterclockwise rotation around the low pressure. And this is all the northern hemisphere. The high pressure has clockwise rotation. So what you're seeing here is this figure 8 pattern. If you just follow the mouse movement there, that figure 8 pattern kind of prevents any movement north or south. That's what we're seeing with the radar and the satellite. And that's also what we kind of see when we transition into the forecast models. Oh, it looks like I forgot the GFS here. Can't forget the GFS. Let me bring that right up over here. So starting with the GFS, and this here is the 18Z run from today. We're going to be seeing that high pressure still in place, keeping pretty much all that rain south of the tri-state region. And when I continue sliding through this, we see through most of the weekend. So Saturday, this is your entire day on Saturday. Back a little bit. There we go. There's Saturday. High pressure's pretty much in control. Tomorrow is going to be a sunny day. It's going to be really nice looking, and we'll take a look at the MOS data at the end. It looks like it's going to be warm. So that's for Saturday, and then when we continue into Sunday, the high pressure, it's still in place here. It's moved a bit more, so now that blocking pattern is starting to change a bit. As this moves out, it's allowing this low pressure to come up, but it's not out of the way enough for this rain to make its way into Jersey, New York, and Long Island there. It is in Pennsylvania here. And that's kind of the tilt that we're seeing as this high pressure moves east. And when we continue seeing this, so Sunday looks okay. Maybe a little bit breezy in some spots there when we look at the isobars, especially with the pressure gradient starting to increase there as the high and the low get a bit closer together. Then, going into Monday, just a little bit of a teaser beyond the weekend. What we're seeing is quite a bit of rain here. And this cold front we could see with the kinkiness in the lines. That's going to be our cold front right there. That could trigger some storms. Not too sure about severe, and when we look at the Storm Prediction Center, there's just nothing out there. Predictability too low because it's a little bit too far out. But that's what we're seeing on the GFS. Then with the Icon model here, what we're seeing is, again, that high pressure dominating the forecast for Saturday. Staying in place, going into Sunday. And now here, late Sunday, so this 0Z Monday is actually 8 p.m. Sunday. As that high starts to make its way out to sea, what we're seeing is on the back side of the high, we're seeing that low pressure and the rain starting to make its way up or north. So going into Monday, this is a little bit sooner, but it's more vigorous. Look at this line here. That's overnight, actually that's later. That's overnight Monday into Tuesday, where we could be seeing heavy rain, and this looks like it's strong enough with convection to maybe produce some storms as well. And then, last but not least, we'll take a look at the NAM. So high pressure in place, going through Saturday. Now going into Sunday, we also see, starting late morning, going into the afternoon, that high makes its way far enough east, out to sea, that it's going to allow some rain to start coming up. And that's going to be overnight Sunday into Monday. And then at the end of this here, that's your cold front line. And again, that's about 2 a.m. Tuesday, the 06Z. So that's showing overnight Monday into Tuesday, we could be seeing another little cold front here with what looks like overnight thunderstorms. And in past live streams, we've actually talked about this. The thunderstorms continuing later into the night. Now, this is something I'm going to research more as a hypothesis at the moment. Global warming. Could this be causing, or a part of a reason, that thunderstorms are persisting later into the night? Lots of research needs to be done before any kind of conclusions can be drawn with that. But that is a hypothesis that I'm going to be looking at. So the last thing I want to show you guys, we're going to look at the MOS data. We're looking tomorrow, we're in the low 80s, upper 70s for Long Island, and the upper 80s, the low 80s, that was Newark area. And we're seeing the upper 70s. I even think that could be around 80 degrees. So another warm day for tomorrow. And this is White Plains specifically. In the 50s for the overnights, overnight Saturday into Sunday. Right around 60 there. Then Sunday with a little bit more cloud cover because that high pressure is making its way out. We're seeing a little bit cooler temperatures. Upper 70s, mid 70s, mid 70s, low 70s, mid 70s, mid 70s. So we can see right around those mid 70s for Sunday just because of a little bit more cloud cover. All right, let me transition back to my main camera. So that pretty much wraps up this weekend outlook forecast. Again, just to recap, what it looks like is it's a beautiful day. Saturday is definitely the pick of the weekend, and if not, it's actually going to be a really great day, maybe a top 10 day of the year. We'll see about that, but overall, it's going to be a great day. If you are working on the weekend, if you don't actually get outside for Saturday, Sunday's not going to be a bad day. Still a little bit cooler, maybe the mid-70s to the upper 70s. Tad bit more cloud cover, but still it looks like a dry day until your overnight hours, Sunday into Monday. And then Monday, we're going to be seeing some scattered rain, and then specifically overnight Monday into Tuesday, it looks like it's going to be wet and stormy. All right. So that wraps up this weekend outlook forecast video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more weather, will the rain continue? Will we have a washout of a week next week? Hit that subscribe button below and then the little bell icon right next to that so you get notified whenever I upload a video like this or I go live. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.